build rapport, like almost that's the first thing you want to do, right? Would you agree with that? Or is your framework a little different?
And start out with an idea and a moment and a story. And you have this complex information you have to get across to the team. But yet there are people in the audience that are laymen. They don't understand. They've never heard this before. And then you have the experts. So how do you convey complex information to a variety, of audience members? You share a story, because that story, that experience will not undermine the person that's the expert. They'll take it as, wow, credibility. This person knows what they're talking about. And at the same time, that story explains something to the layperson who doesn't understand in a way that's not over their heads. They could comprehend and engage with and connect with and take it as a learning experience. So stories are pivotal. They are every single bit to do with how we speak and converse. It's all about your experiences and your stories, because a story explains everything. It explains how you feel. It explains what happened. It explains the data point.
So I was actually teaching my team to create a talk, okay? And one of the gentlemen that I was working with, his story was up and down and up and down and up and down. I mean, it was all over the place. Like, he was trying to tell the story, but it was just too much. And it was like literally highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. And it's like, hard to follow. Like, where's this going, man? Like that's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, where is this going? Like, what's the message, the core thing that you're trying to teach me or tell me? Because it was just like your whole life's journey. I'm like, some stuff is okay to remove, right? We don't have to put it all in, right? Can you talk to me about, have you heard of, I'm sure you're probably familiar with like the hero's journey, and like, do you teach that, or is that something that, like, don't talk to me about that? Is that something you agree with, and would you align with that, or do you teach something maybe a little different?
Well, we all have a hero's journey. Our story is our journey. We all start somewhere. We all have had a first job. We all had a first something, a first time we've rode a bicycle, a first time we learned a foreign language, a first time we drove a car. Our lives are filled with firsts, and that journey is our journey. That's our experience. And it's very important to make that part of the conversation and a part of your talk, and to the piece where, how do I know what to share and what's oversharing? Well, that's where the sprinting technique comes in, because when you could distill it down from 90 seconds or even a 20-minute rambling speech to 90 seconds to 60 seconds to 30 seconds, you realize that not only can you get your idea crystallized in such a short amount of time, but those short sprints help you to craft your message in such a short amount of time that you're not over talking, because we have to give our audience a chance to digest what we're saying. And speaking in short segments allows that space. I say something, you hear it, you connect. Now we move on.
Great news. The conversation continues. When you subscribe, like, and ring the bell, you'll know when a new episode has released. As always, speak remarkably.